Hey guys, it's Derek Su. I was originally going to do a time lapse, but essentially I want to redo my website and I'm just documenting the process. Today's the 6th of May. This is the second day I worked on the website. Obviously, I don't work on it full time because I have client work, but I really want this month, May, to focus on internal stuff like improving the website, improving the branding, improving all this stuff so I can essentially set myself up for the future, Lord willing. So essentially the way I see it is like I've been chopping trees all this time and it's time to sharpen the axe so I can chop the trees better, essentially. So this is what I've done so far. I have actually just planned everything. Firstly, the goal again is just to refresh my website, to add more pages, to make it better for SEO, yada yada yada. But I really do want to make it more professional and more positioned to take on higher end work, essentially. Which I yeah, I think this I really like this website, obviously, because I'm the one who designed it, and I've made a video in the past. I think it's like an hour or something, 40 minutes. No one has attention span anymore. But this was back in, I don't know, like 2019. So, and because I like it so much that I don't even want to change it that much. So that's the great thing. When you do a website correctly, I don't hate this website, so I'm not gonna refresh everything completely. It's more so like just making it so it's more converting and more up to date with like industry standards. Again, it depends on what you're trying to do, but at the time, I was just trying to do a portfolio website, learn about Webflow and stuff. But now it's time to take it to the next level. That's what I'm planning to do. So I've actually looked at like different site maps. That's what I did the first day. So different service pages, a learn page right here because I really want to release a Webflow course. So if I ever release this video and I do release that Webflow course, I'll be so relieved because at the end of the day, I've been talking about this for the past 1 year and it's literally been 1 year and it really frustrates me. I used to do like this thing where I said to myself, I want to, improve my fitness. And it was so frustrating that to the point where it's been a year and I eventually did it. So I really hope I do it, but it's all up to me or God whether he'll let me do it. So that's that. Then we have tutorials right here, which I kind of already have the page, but I want to make it better for SEO. So right now, if I go to tutorials, I built everything using EMs, ephemeral units or viewport width, which just makes everything scale. But like I sacked that. I don't do this anymore. I do REMs. So I really want to build it with REMs. It's probably better for SEO potentially. I don't know. And then I already have all this done, so I can easily just migrate this. But I like to just update the visuals slightly, so perhaps just like round the corners off and just fix up everything to make it look, more aesthetic or whatever the heck. Then about me, these are all the pages that I want to do. Works right here. I would love to have a case study page and then another page where it just has all my website work. So it's almost like this thing which I've kind of already built right here, where it just shows all the website work. And that way I can just send it to clients. And if they want to look at something, they can type in something like medical field. And you can see these are the medical websites. And the great thing about this is using FinSuite filter and sort. So when they type medical, you can even make a custom URL at the top where you can just send that link over to them. So that's my plan. And then free resources, articles. I need to start doing blog posts, or I want to. Really inspired by my friend right here, wolfendyams.com, Linus Yam. He has a page on his website, his Squarespace site, at the time of recording, called Labs. And it just has like different blogs. And the thing I really like is like he has GIF files right here, which is very unique. And when you click into it, he really puts the effort into writing all this, like no one cares these days, but I'm just telling you, this isn't, chat generated or anything. This is just him and he's building a skill of like writing. And yeah, so that's what I like to do. Then we have a simple contact page, which I already like. So the great thing is like I don't have to do anything crazy. Right now, if I go contact me, like I already like this. Everything looks great for me, to me personally, and this is my personal site, so this is fine. But just adding small stuff like perhaps like a Calendly booking form, because in the past I never used Calendly, and now when I use Calendly, it just saves me a lot of time from checking the time zone and just adding the time, emailing back and forth. It's like they can just book a time with me. So it's stuff like that, and this is what I've done. So I've just essentially just started with the homepage. So I started with the sitemap. Sorry if I'm all over the place because I'm very excited about this. Then I just started with a homepage and I wanted to change the navbar to not be like this. Although I really love this, how there's a logo on the left and hamburger on the right. It just looks really cool because everything just slides in between it. And I personally think it's super unique. So I was very hesitant of doing something like this where we have a traditional navbar. But you can see I'm kind of mocking up what to do. Like here's the header one, here's the next section, logo, case studies, And I'm just reusing old sections of my website. Why not? I've already spent so much time thinking about the layout, and I already like the layout, so I'm just going to reuse it but reposition certain elements. So that's what I'm doing. And I've kind of already started on the homepage, the hero section, which is the most important section right here. And you can see that I've changed the nav bar right here to be an actual full nav. And I'm thinking when you scroll down, it goes away. And when you scroll back up, it reappears. And I'm just doing stuff that just like I'm picturing myself if I'm the guy that wanted to hire like a Webflow developer or whatever, like what would I look for? You can see I have services. These are going to be drop downs. Right here's the main CTA. And I wanted to put my face somewhere. I think this is pretty unique, putting my face right here. And it says, let's talk. Then here I've kept my old, marquee stat slider, like Fiverr Pro Verified. These are all the stats. And I know for a fact there'll be some criticism, there'll be some critics will be like, oh, there's too much going on. Like this thing's moving, this thing's moving. But you know what? I'm just gonna say it. You can go screw yourself because this is my website. I don't really care what you think. Actually, I do care what you think. But yeah, there's always criticism, and I think it's okay. So this video right here, obviously, I took from Horizon.co. This has always been my inspiration. I've always liked this website since day one. I've been following for like the 5 years plus. So I was thinking either to do something like a marquee like this to show my works, or a video. And I think in video it makes sense because you can show a lot and it's very engaging. And yeah, because currently on my site, there is no works. So you look at my site and it's just like all this stuff. It shows my face, which is pretty cool, but it should get to the work straight away. So that's what I'm planning to do through a video. So I've just pulled Horizon's video just so I can see what it looks like. But this is what I've done so far. And yeah, I like it. So I'm going to keep going. Thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll get this website done. And if you're watching this in the future, I got the website done. Yeah. Peace.